Good day, everyone. My name is Michelle D. Clark, and I'm your favorite small town girl with big time dreams who God has definitely shown his grace and his mercy, and he has saved me from some life threatening things. And I'm so glad he did because today, not yesterday, today is a wonderful winning Wednesday, you all, on purpose. Why? Because I said so, and you can too. Listen, you have to keep the fun and fundamentals, right? You can't laugh at yourself. Who can you laugh at, right? So we have to keep the fun and fundamentals. So, all right, in light of that, welcome everybody to Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments. And if this is your first time watching, then guess what? Welcome to the show. And if you are a repeat supporter, then welcome back. So then you would already know, if you are a repeat supporter, some of our household customs. So let's go ahead and get that up front in action. So if you are a repeat supporter, you already know to go ahead and put your name and where you are watching from over in the chat. So then that way I can give you a proper shout out. Now it's not a requirement, but it definitely is some nice culture. So that way I know who's watching me and I can give you the proper shout out that you deserve. All right. And in addition to that, you should already know. And when I say where you're from, I don't mean like Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube where you're watching from. Although if you are watching from Facebook or LinkedIn, make sure you like this post, support this post, heart it, whatever, right? And share it. Share it so then that way you're not the only person that you know who's winning in 10 minutes or less with our fundamental moments. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, click the little bell so then that way you'll be in the know when we drop new content. If you are a first time watcher, then you may not know that we also take a break for station identification for our hydration. So we always have our bottle of water on deck so that way we can stay hydrated because, as you know, and I know, that our bodies run, right? Our bodies run on water. We have to have water in order for our bodies to run properly, right? Promptly and properly. And of course, our minds as well. So we make sure to have a break for station identification for our hydration. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So make sure you have your water locked and loaded and ready to go because we're about to take that break right now. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go team. Absolutely fabulous. I love it. And if you know me, you know I like my water room temperature. All right, you all. So now for tonight. Okay, and as you know, I'm getting used to this whole banner thing, right? So I know if you guys maybe see right here, look at this, right? See the banner? So yes, so our win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments. Let's get let's see, our win in 10 minutes up today. So our topic for today is, y'all, look at that. Whose problem is it? Whose problem is it? Now, when we ask that, this is a boundaries. This is a priorities type question. So in life, as professional women, we have things that cross our plates all the time. And they're either going to cross our plate professionally or they're going to cross our plate personally. And either realm, we have to ask the question, whose problem is it? You can call it a problem, a challenge, obstacle, issue, doesn't matter what you call it. But for today's purposes, we're going to call it a problem. So whose problem is it? And my mom used to have a saying. My mom used to have a saying, and when I was a kid, I'm telling you, it used to drive me nuts. But she would say that, well, I wasn't put on this earth to make your life perfect. Man, I'm telling you, that used to just get my goal. Or here's another one. Your emergency is not my emergency. But what I didn't realize is that my mom was doing an awesome and excellent job of showing me boundaries, y'all. So yes, so we asked the question, whose problem is it? Hey, see some more eyeballs popping on. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and the custom. Go ahead and put your name and where you're watching from over in the chat so you can get a proper shout out if you so choose to. Again, that is a custom. It's not a requirement. But yes, whose problem is it? That is a boundaries type question. So we have to ask ourselves, is the event, remember we talked about events. Events could be anything, right? But when we talked about events, we were talking about at our graded 8, Mindset Matters. So if you haven't seen that, hashtag replay is for real. And I would encourage you to watch it on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, that's cool, but you're going to scroll, because I do a lot of posting. Same thing, LinkedIn, scroll, that's cool. But if you go to YouTube and subscribe, click the little bell, I actually have it categorized. So, but if you go over to graded 8, Mindset Matters, then you'll see when we talked about events and how we broke it down with our mindset, how we're able to evoke certain feelings and behaviors, actions, response based on our self-talk about the events. So again, we're talking about the type of event now. The event we're talking about right now is a challenge, a problem, an issue, something that's come across our plate that we have to resolve or solve. And when it comes across our plate, the first thing we need to ask ourselves is, whose problem is it? Is it actually my problem, or is it someone else's problems? Because as we know, sometimes the challenge that comes across our plate is not our own. Now, if it's not our own, then the question we have to ask ourselves is, do I have the time, the resources to help this person resolve it? Because obviously, everything that comes across our plate that is not our problem doesn't mean that we turn a blind eye or turn our back on the person or the thing that needs to get done. One, it may end up spilling over into being our problem, challenge, issue, something we need to resolve, or it's just something that we want to do to help someone else, whether it be monetarily beneficial or not. Because, obviously, I'm a licensed mental health therapist, also mindset management coach, also a mommy. So with those facets, I love people. I love helping people. And sometimes I overextend myself. So if you're anything like me and you find yourself overextending yourself, then you have to, it will behoove you. I hate to tell people what they have to do, but it may behoove you to say to yourself, okay, you know what? Is this something I have the resources and the time, the energy, the systems in place, whatever the case may be, to assist with this challenge, particularly if it's not my own? If it would take away from something that is of my own that I have allocated, because we have different times that's allocated for different things. So if it is going to interfere with my ability to take care of the tasks that I've already set up for myself to get done for that day, I may have to just say no. I see some more eyeballs popping on. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If you are a repeat watcher, welcome back. And if you'd like to have a proper shout out, then go ahead and put where you are watching from, meaning your city, state, continent, county, country. Put it in the chat so then that way I can give you a proper shout out. It's not a requirement, it's just a custom. So the question is, whose problem is it? This helps us with boundaries, setting up the boundaries so then that way the things that we need to get done day in, day out, we can get those things done without the distractions. Again, when we ask that question, it doesn't mean that if it's not our problem that we're not going to help that person to address it. But what it does is it helps us to prioritize, where does it fall on my list? Where does it fall in the things that I need to get done? Is it going to take away from what I need to do? And if it does take away from what I need to do, am I going to still be able to do the things I need to do? And two, is it important enough? Is it important enough for me to stop doing what I'm doing to take care of this? So when I say that, that doesn't mean an automatic no. That means I have to prioritize. That means I have to set up my boundaries. So I have to have my fortress around me so that way I can get the things that I need to get done, whether it's personal or professional, doesn't matter. And then after I set up that peripheral, those boundaries, then I have to ask, if I come outside of that, is it going to interfere with what I need to get done? Right? So those are two things. Now, we can go a little bit deeper than that, but again, this is 1 in 10 minutes left. So I'm going to give you one more, and then we're going to head on out of here. So the other part of that is, okay, so then if it is my issue, if it is my challenge, it is my problem, it is something that I need to resolve, now I need to put some weight on it. So when I say put weight on it, it's like, so I can either do this or that, or I may have a list of things I need to get done. And so then I'm going to put them in order. So what needs to get done when, and which one takes the most precedent? And that's a numbering system. So I like to put weight on it. So sometimes I help my clients with pros and cons in particular. So should I do it or shouldn't I? Pros and cons. We list all the pros for doing it, all the cons for not doing it. And then we put weight on it, because it's one thing to say, okay, well, I have 10 things in this category that says I should do it. I only have 6 things that says I shouldn't do it. So then I guess I should do it. No, it's not that simple. Because when we look at and put weight on it, it's okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does this weigh? Or even 1 to 5, making the math real easy. So 1 means not that important. 5 means it's really important, or it really weighs heavy on me, something that I really need to get done. So, and then we put it all down there. And at the end of the day, you may have 10 items, you may have 6 items, but those 10 items may only weigh, let's say each one was only 2 points, 3 points. We're looking at 20, 30 points. of weight. In this column, we may only have 6, but if they're all 5s, we're looking like, oh, wow. So maybe I shouldn't do it because this weighs more than that. The weight on it is heavier. So that is our win in 10 minutes or less, you all. So yes, first we ask the question, whose problem is it? Is it mine? Is it someone else's? If it is someone else's problem, is it going to interfere with my ability to complete the things that I need to get done, whether it's personal or professional? And then if it is my problem, then I need to categorize it, prioritize it so I can figure out what I need to do next. All right, so you all, that is our win in 10 minutes or less. I hope that helps somebody out there. And all right, everybody, so let me pull up some more banners here, you guys, because we have a phenomenal experience this Saturday for ladies only. Sorry, this is only for ladies. For ladies only, we have our Lift Nation Freedom at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is going to be in the Zoom room. So professional ladies only. Sorry, no men allowed. If you're saying to yourself, you know what, I desire freedom. I love networking. I love lifting each other up. I love being lifted up. I wouldn't mind having a mini mindset training. Guess what? I would love, not just I wouldn't mind, I would love to have a mini mindset training. I would love to know how Lift Nation can go to work for me, the professional woman, both personally and professionally, because I am ready to live my life and live it more abundantly. I'm ready to put the fun back in fundamental. Then guess what? And networking. Then this is the event for you. If you said yes to all of those things, this event for you. If you said no, then this event is not for you. Point blank period. So if it is for you, then this is how you can be in the exclusive Zoom room. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/Lift Nation Freedom at 1. That's it. bit.ly/Lift Nation Freedom at 1. When we get done with the broadcast, I'll make sure to put it in the comment section. So if some folks like, man, that's a whole lot to be typing in there, listen, click the link. We'll take it all. I know we get so busy. Like that figure gets so heavy. You just go ahead and click the link. So that will be this Saturday, the 25th. Again, we have Lift Nation Freedom at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is for the ladies only. So go to bit.ly/Lift Nation Freedom at 1. Now, each and every Tuesday, we have our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you happen to miss that yesterday, hashtag replay is for real. And let me tell you something. During our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you get a chance to be a part of the Rapid Fire AMA segment where you get a chance to ask Miss Clark anything. Yes, I'm talking about myself in the third person. So yes, you get to ask me, Miss Clark, anything. All your burning desires, all your burning questions. Say, I really want to live life and live it more abundantly. I want to be free. You know I gotta be free. We're not gonna do that tonight. But you want to be free, then guess what? Look, I think I lost the eyeball. They was like, we're not doing this, Michelle. So I'm just kidding. Got to keep the fun and fundamentals, right? But here's the deal. If you say you want to be free, you want to have those questions answered, then you make sure to be there live. Now, if there's some reason that you're unable to make it, in some kind of circumstance, you're not able to make it live to our Tuesday Talks, then make sure you hit me up. All you have to do is go to info@MicheleDClark.com, and that's info@MicheleDClark.com, and that's one L Michelle, because you don't need two and one does the same. So info@MicheleDClark.com. Shoot me your questions there, and we will make sure to get your questions on there, get them answered. You can also hit me up there for any questions, comments, or concerns. In addition to that, you can reach me on any of the major social media platforms, right? So Michelle D. Clark or Michelle D. Clark Lift. You can reach me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. Although I mostly reside on LinkedIn and Facebook. But listen, we're going to be getting our Twitter up, right? We're going to get our Twitter game up. So you guys be on the lookout for that. You're going to get some tweetly deets from me. Get some tweets coming to a theater near you very soon. So, all right, you all, that is, and each and every night we have our win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments, right? So that's each and every night for only 10 minutes. So the first 10 minutes you get it in, and then we do some little bit of promos at the end. So thank you all so much for tuning in for our win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening, same place, same time. Where is that? LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and click the little bell so that way you'll be in the know when we drop new content. That is it, you all. Thank you so much for watching. I love you to life just because you are. Not because you are this, that, or the third. Nope, that doesn't matter. Just because you are who you are. I love you to life. My name is Michelle D. Clark with Lift Nation. I'm the Mindset Management Coach for professional women with Lift Nation, where we empower you, the professional woman, to live inspired, free, and what? Transform. Take care. God bless. See you tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.